Holy man.
Did you ever watch when Charles Manson used to have parole hearings and they would air them?
Oh, God, yes.
And they were insane. They were just complete insanity.
And he didn't give a and he was going to blame the parole board and everybody. This is your problem. You've all caused this. You made me what I am. Me and Sally Mae Glutz, or Sadie Mae Glutz. You made us what we are. And it didn't help his credibility any when he had the swastika in between his eyes, either carved into his forehead. I'm not sure you want to trust a guy like that, you know.
Bad career move. Certainly.
Bad career. He never got a decent job after that, did he?
The record sales never took off, no.
No. Actually, from what I've seen of the goddamn recording artists these days, it might help their career at this point. If they looked like Charles Manson and had some fucking designs carved into their head. What is the one that's got all the designs carved in his face? What's his name? That weird fuck that has tattoos all over his face.
You're not describing a unique person. I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm not narrowing it down.
No.
Goddamn, he's a white guy, singer, has tattoos all over his face, so he better be a fucking musician because he ain't never getting another fucking job. He fell off the stage and broke his ribs this past week, I saw on the internet. And it would be better if I could remember his name, but I can't.
Do you think they should have crash pads at these shows?
The thing is, it was an odd-shaped stage. There was a drop off there, and he's doing the thing where he sings and leans out over the edge to the crowd, and he turns around and just walks off the other edge and boom, hits his fucking stomach on the edge of the stage and goes down and sells. But the interesting thing was he never stopped singing for about 15 seconds. They were playing his fucking track, and a lot of people say, "Oh, well, that's common in live concerts. The artist is singing over a track of himself singing."
Yeah, Fozzy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was about to say.
Go to a Fozzy show.
Yeah, it's common for Milli Vanilli, but I wasn't aware that. But yeah, so he takes the bump. Boom, he's selling. He's holding his ribs. He's still singing until like 15 seconds later, the audio guy realizes maybe this isn't part of the fucking show and cuts the music, and then they all run over there to him. But anyway, I saw Robert Gibson did that one night in Little Rock, Arkansas. They come out, the fucking place is packed. They've got a spotlight just for the Rock and Roll Express. They went all out and spent $75 on a spotlight operator. Van Halen's Jump comes on. That's what they were using at that point. It was the hottest song in America. And here comes the Rock and Roll Express, and the spotlight hits them. They're coming out on the stage. As soon as you can see Ricky and Robert, the place goes ballistic. We're standing in the ring. You can't even hear, yourself screaming at somebody because of the shrieks of the women. And it's a T-shaped stage. And they hit them with that spotlight, and they're blind. They can't see anything. So Ricky's in the middle. Ricky walks straight out the middle. Robert's on the other side, and he walked right into the crook of the T, and he'd suddenly dropped out of sight, out of that spotlight. Whoosh! And we started breaking up, me and Bobby and Dennis, because we knew he had dropped to the floor. And then 15 seconds later, you see an arm come up over the edge of the fucking, because he had to climb back up on it to get past it, to get back, to come off the front of it and get to the ring. There wasn't no way he could sneak around the side. Anyway.
It's always funny, right? When someone just walks off a stage.
When somebody just walks into a hole, it's always funny.
Till you know how badly they're hurt, it's hysterical.
No, it's still funny even then, as long as it's not you.
I guess so.
If it's you, then there's a fucking issue. But did you see fucking goddamn Kelsey Grammer?
Yes.
Years ago.
I do remember that.
Was he at a telethon or some kind of charity fundraising thing? And he's giving this real serious speech on the microphone, and he's wandering the stage, and he walked right off the edge and dropped that and said, all of you hear is, "Oh, good Lord."
Hold on, I have audio. Let's play this. Here's Kelsey Grammer walking off the stage.
Drive-Thru, it's a small world, pretending I was a UN interpreter. Oh, good Lord.
How did you do that?
I think I'm... Wow, that was really bad.
How did you do that?
I always have it on standby.
Oh, my God. And again, if a truck had come by and run him down, it wouldn't have been that funny. But when somebody just idly does it to themselves because they're not paying attention to their surroundings, or in some way they're blinded by the light, ripped off like a deuce, another runner in the night, something like that.
Oh my God, one of the suggestions. Did you ever see this video years ago? The grape stomping lady who falls?
No.
I got to explain the visual. It's like a newscaster lady and some other lady. They're standing in a purple mini bucket of grapes, stomping on them to make wine. And then,
like the I Love Lucy episode.
Yeah, I guess in a sense. And then she says stop, and then as a joke, she keeps going, and then she goes flying off the platform. But here's the sound of it. Let me play this for you. Hold on, here it is.
Ready to try it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
That's disgusting.
Let's
All right,
go.
you ready? Give us a 30-second time. Here we go. So what's the deal here?
I'm going to fast forward the 30 seconds of them stomping, and we go to here.
Having wine tours and tastings, vineyard tours, seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day. Stop. Oh, oh.
I can't breathe. Stop.
No.
Oh, boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No, I think she is.
Boy, gosh, I hope she's okay.
She's down there screaming, "Oh, my brains, my groin, my uterus," and fucking the guy says, "I think she's hurt." Oh.
Well, where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here now that all the children have grown up? And how do we spend our time knowing nobody gives us a damn? It's your show.